Welcome into the Hub City. I'm Alexander Bitterling. You are watching Prospect League TV, and after a week-long road trip, the Jackson Rockabillys are here to play in front of the hometown crowd, and they've got a 2-game winning streak. Now today they will be facing the Burlington Bees. So let's go ahead and look at the starting lineup here for the Bees. The Bees come into tonight. They have not won a home game yet or an away game yet on the season, They're 4-10 on the season. They carry a 2-game losing streak. Now starting off for the Bees is going to be Tanner Holland in center field. He's batting .304 on the season. He hits a lot of singles. He's got 14 on the season. Now Jaden Hackbarth is playing second base. He's batting .257. He walks a lot. He's got 12 on the season. Mason Schwalbach is the designated hitter for tonight. He's batting .333 with 18 RBIs. Schulte is batting .462, playing shortstop, but he's only played in 11 ball games. Then it's going to be Coy Sarsfield, the right fielder. He's batting .292. Keanu Spencer is playing first base. He's batting .318 with 10 RBIs on the season. Jackson Fitcher will be behind the dish today. Now his batting average is just .190, but his on-base percentage is .400 on the season. Then Connor Lang is playing third base. He's got no hits on the season. He's 0 for 28. We're looking for his first hit here today, but the Rockabillys would love to continue that hitless streak. Then rounding out the top of the order, the batting order, is Trent Rice. Trent will be playing left field. He's batting .385, but he's only had 13 at-bats on the season. Aiden McGee will be the starting pitcher for the Bees. He's had just one start. This will be his second, but he went 0 for 1 with a 16.88 ERA. In 2.2 innings pitched, he gave up 6 runs, 7 hits. So that is the lineup there for the Bees. Let's look at the Rockabillys lineup here, the hometown team. Now they are 4-4 here in the Hub City. Nico Jordan, the center fielder, is going to be leading off for the Rockabillys. He's batting .325 with 14 RBIs. A great start for Nico Jordan, and he, of course, is phenomenal defensively. Then Aiden Hamilton will be the designated hitter. He comes into today's ball game batting .316. James Denton, the first baseman, has 10 RBIs on the season. Then in the cleanup spot, it's Dalton Rudd, who's the right fielder. He's batting .300 headed into today's ball game. Jake McCutcheon will be playing second base for the Rockabillys. McCutcheon's batting .378 with 14 RBIs. Luke Lowry out there in left field will be batting in the sixth spot, and he is batting .368 on the season. Now, Dylan LaRue will be behind the dish for the Rockabillys, just his 7th start on the season. Hayden Collins will be the third baseman for the Billy Goats, and he's going to be batting there in the 8th spot. Now in the 9 hole is shortstop Braden Becker. Then starting for tonight will be Noah Pridmore. Noah Pridmore, his 4th start of the season. He's 0 for 1, so he's looking for his first win of the season. He's got a 4.3 ERA headed into today's ball game, and the Rockabillys have been playing very hot as of late. They've got a 2-win streak going right now. On Friday night, they beat the Horseshoes 17-13. Then Saturday night, they played the River Dragons. They got the best of them 6-4. So they're looking to ride that win streak here in the Hub City and get their third win in a row. Now they're 4-4 at home on the season. So a win today would give them a winning record here at home and would continue that win streak. We're about to have the starting lineup for the Rockabillys go ahead and take the field. Now the Rockabillys are batting .270 as a team. That's the 7th best in the league. So a great job from the Rockabillys as far as the bats are concerned, but where they are lacking is in the errors department. 43 errors on the season, so they're looking to limit those here today as Dalton Rudd makes his way out to the field. And we will have a live national anthem here at the ballpark tonight. These two teams have both had a rough start to the season. The Bees are 4-10, the Rockabillys 6-10. But the Rockabillys have been showing signs of hope with the last 2 wins. They play the Bees here in a 2-game series. So they're looking to take the first one here. The next one will be tomorrow night here in the Hub City. Then the Catfish will come to town. The Catfish, the hottest team in the Prospect League. Noah Pridemore, the starting pitcher for the Rockabillys, makes his way out to the mound. It's a Military Monday here at the ballpark, so they're now asking all the military members, active and retired, to stand and be honored here at the ballpark. And they're going to have the players come out to congratulate and thank those veteran members. You can see there they're shaking the hands of the active and retired military members to honor them for their service to our country. And here at Mondays at the ballpark, veterans get in for just $1. Just $1. Veterans are admitted into the ballpark here, and we have seen just a great showing of veterans coming out to support the Rockabillys, to enjoy some baseball, and you can see them there. Everyone's standing now for the national anthem. The Bees will be up to bat first here as the ball game is just about to start. Holland, Hackbarth, and Schwalbarn will be up to bat here. So we are just moments away from the ball game getting started. And Pridmore getting some warm-up pitches. It's his 4th start of the season. He's looking for his first win, but he's put up some Some good innings for the Rockabillys on the season. He's got a 4.3 ERA coming into today's ball game. Pridmore's appeared in 3 ball games, started just 1, so 2 of those he came in to provide some relief. He's pitched 14.2 innings so far this year, gave up 12 runs, off 19 hits. But just 7 of those were earned. He struck out 10, so he's a good strikeout pitcher. And we'll see what he can do here against the Bees. The Bees have not won a game on the road all season long. So the Rockabillys would love to continue that here with what would be a 2-game sweep. But first, they've got to take the first one. The key for the Rockabillys is to limit those errors, jump out early, and be very, very patient at the plate. Force the starter McGee for the Bees to really throw some strikes. He's got a 16.8 ERA. And here's the first pitch of the ball game. Tanner Holland at the plate, and a swing and a miss. So Pridmore gets it started early with strike number 1. Here's the 0-1. And the pitch. Outside, bounces in for ball number 1 to make it an even count. That one's hit. Looks like it may be tailing foul. It's in the right side. It's going to stay fair for out number 1. Looks like the wind was going to get a hold of that one. It just kept going, and then suddenly stopped out there in right field for out number 1. So Holland is retired. And now it's the Taco Bell K-Man of the night. So if he strikes out, everybody here at the ballpark gets a free taco. It's Jaden Hackbarth. Here's the pitch. Almost got him to swing, but that one's a little low for ball number 1. Hackbarth has a 257 average. Gets a hold of that one, but fouls it back. Now, the thing about Hackbarth is he sees the ball very well at the plate. He's walked 12 times this season. Here's the pitch. He showed bunt, but the ball gets past him. He was trying to bunt for a single, but now he's down 1-2. So Pridmore's ahead. We'll see if he goes for the strikeout pitch here with the 1-2 count. Takes his time, sets, delivers. Just a hair outside, they're going to say. Fans wanted it here at the ballpark, but the count is 2-2. So here's the 2-2. Almost got him to swing. They check it first, say he did not go. So the count runs full. Some guys enjoying their time here at the ballpark in the dugout. It's a beautiful weather in Jackson. 80 degrees to start this ball game. Cool breeze blowing. Here's the full count. That one's popped and just right over the head of the second baseman for a bloop single out there to center. McCutcheon just wasn't able to get to it. He tried to jump, but just got over his head. So the first runner of the ball game, it's Hackbarth on first. And that's going to bring up Schwalbarn. Hackbarth has 2 stolen bases on the season, so we'll see if he's active there on the base paths. Pridmore checks and delivers to home. Outside corner there for strike number 1. Pridmore does a great job of jumping ahead of the hitters. Checking over at first. And quickly back was Hackbarth. Love to get a double play ball here from Schwalbach. That one just falling out of the zone. So 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Check back over to first. Pridmore doing his absolute best to keep Hackbar honest over there. He's going, and it'll be fouled off. So he'll have to go back to first. The Rockabillys catch a break there. Counts 1-2. Hackbarth was moving with the pitch. We'll see if Hackbarth runs again here. 1-2, just one out. Pridmore checks over. We'll see if he tries to do a pickoff move. He'll go to the plate. Hackbarth not moving, but the ball is low. Here's the even 2-2. Pridmore does check at first. Hackbarth is headed to second. Oh, he faked it, and the ball's fouled off. So it doesn't matter whether he was running or not. Ball is hit foul. So we'll do the 2-2 again here with one out. That one's hit out to right. Can he get to it? It's going to be over his head. Off the warning track towards the wall. And the ball's going to go all the way to second. The runners will stay at second and third. Schwalbach has a double. And that's going to bring up the cleanup man, Schulte. Schulte has a .462 average in just 11 games. Schulte has 39 at-bats, though, so it's not like that batting average is a fluke. He's just been hot at the plate. He's got a chance here with two runners in scoring position and just one out. So this is going to be an important at-bat here as Pridmore tries to face him. So we'll see how Pridmore handles this at-bat against Schulte. He's quick to deliver to the plate. That one's hit. Right to shortstop. Play at third is going to be in time for out number 2, but the Bees do get a run. So a good smart play there by the shortstop as Becker throws the ball beautifully to third, and Collins able to apply the tag. Schulte reaches first off of the fielder's choice. But Hackbarth does come around to score. So it's 1-0 Bees. And broken bat. Will it stay fair? No, it'll go foul. So we'll get a new bat, and the count will be 0-1. That bat shattered right off the first pitch. So they'll collect the pieces of that bat, get him a new one. And Schulte's coming back to the plate. Schulte, the right-hander, will face an 0-1 count. That ball gets away from him, and that's going to allow Schulte to go ahead and reach second base. So it's Sarsfield at the plate, and he's batting .292 on the season. Pridmore would love to get him here and end the inning. And that one is fouled off. So Pridmore now ahead again, looking for his first strikeout of the ball game. here's the pitch. Just a hair high. It'll go even to 2. And Pridmore to the plate. That one is deposited out into right field. Could score a run. Throw will be right on time, and a great tag is applied. He's out. What a throw there from Rudd out in right field. Just threw a bullet all the way to home to save a run and retire the side. But the Bees do sting first. Here in the first inning, we are headed to the bottom of the first as the Rockabillys will try to battle back. It'll be Nico Jordan, Aiden Hamilton. Then it's going to be James Denton to start it out for the Rockabillys. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment.
A damaged electronic device typically costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars to replace. But we're here to show you that there's a better way. CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. Our knowledgeable technicians have experience working with all types of smartphones, tablets, computers and laptops, MP3 players, gaming consoles, and even other electronic gadgets like drones and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on, Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
McGee is on the mound for the Bees. He's enjoying a 1-run lead here to start off the ball game. And the Rockabillys will play from behind, but that's something that they have done before. So we'll see if they can battle back quickly here in the first, get this one tied up, or take that lead. So Nico Jordan, who has a hot bat, he's batting .325 with 14 RBIs. He's making his way to the plate. Now, McGee struggled in his one start on the season. Only got through 2 innings and 2 outs. He gave up 6 runs off 7 hits. So the Rockabillys would love to continue that right there. Nico Jordan from Tennessee Tech University gets a swing at that one, but it's going to go out of the stadium foul to the left. Here's the 0-1 to Jordan. Watches that one high, and that'll even up the count. That one way down in the dirt. So now Jordan's ahead 2-1. He gets a hold of that one, but fouls it straight back towards the press boxes over here. And it's 2-2. Nico Jordan has walked 8 times on the season. He's smart at the plate. So not only does he have a good average of .325, he's also got a good eye. Here's the 2-2. He watches that one for the count to go full. So here's the payoff pitch. If it's close, Nico Jordan will swing. We'll see. Gets a hold of it and fouls it off to stay alive. So it's now a 6-pitch at bat. We'll do the full count pitch again. Jordan gets a hold of that one and fouls it off. So he's going ahead and running up McGee's pitch count. which you love to see in the first inning. Jump out on top of a guy, and even if you don't get a run, get some hits, at least run up that pitch count so he can't go far into the ball game. Here it is again. Jordan gets a hold of that one, but it is fouled off towards the dog park here in the Hub City, and a fan had no idea that ball was out there by her, but she'll turn around to pick it up. So she's going home with the souvenir ball, and Nico Jordan will see another pitch. 8 pitches already here in this at-bat. This one will be the 9th. So McGee steps, he deals. Inside to Jordan, and he'll take a walk there. After 9 pitches, Nico Jordan is making his way 90 feet over to first. Now he is fast on the base paths, so make sure you watch out for him. Rockabillys get their first batter onto the bases here, and now Aiden Hamilton comes up to the plate. He's batting .316 on the season. So his bat with Nico Jordan's speed could be dangerous here for McGee. Here's the pitch. Outside. Okay, they call it a strike. Must have found the strike zone on its way out of it. And they thought about checking down to try to get Nico Jordan, but no throw was made. So here will be the 0-1 to Hamilton. He gets a hold of that one, chops it over to third, but it will be foul. Probably would have moved Nico Jordan over if it had stayed fair, but would have been an out over there at first, so the Rockabillys will do it again. Here's the 0-2 to Hamilton. You want to at least move Nico Jordan over into scoring position at second with this at-bat. So you don't want to go down swinging. At least get the ball on the bat. Check over at first. Jordan's now in a tough spot. Throw over to second. He's trying to scramble back to first, but the throw will get him in time. So Nico Jordan will have to make his way back to the dugout. That was a nasty pickoff move. They caught him just stealing or planning to steal with the big leadoff there. So he is retired, and the base runner for the Rockabillys is erased. So now it's 0-2 to Hayden. And it was a tough spot there for the Rockabillys. See what Hayden can do down 0-2. He watches that one outside. So Nico Jordan's walk is erased. But the Rockabillys still have 2 more outs here in the first. Hayden gets a hold of that one, but it is fouled straight off. I believe I just said Hayden. I meant to say Aiden Hamilton. I combined some of the letters there and said Hayden. But he is still 1-2 here. Watches that one high for ball number 2. The Rockabillys doing a good job of taking pitches at the plate. They've got McGee up to 14 already. You'd love to see him make 30 or 40 pitches here in the first inning. Here's a 2-2. And that one blows past Hamilton. So he'll go down swinging for out number 2. That's McGee's first strikeout. James Denton will make his way over there, the third hitter for the Rockabillys. He's got 10 RBIs on the season. You'd love to see him get one here by hitting a home run. And he gets a hold of that one, but it goes straight back. That was McGee's 5th strikeout of the season. And now he's got 2 outs against the Rockabillys here in the bottom of the first. He's working with that 1-run lead. That one skips off the plate. It'll be 1-1. Gets a hold of that one, but it's straight back. Let's see if he can beat it out. A good throw from the second baseman. And that will retire the Rockabillys. Denton goes down. So after 19 pitches, 1 walk and a strikeout. McGee is out of the first inning. The Bees lead it 1-0. We'll see if Pridmore can settle in at the mound and keep this one just a 1-run ball game when we come back.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. CPR specializes in cracked screen replacement and repair, water damage, data recovery and transfer, camera repair, battery issues, component replacement, and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
And the Bees are due up here again. It's Spencer at the plate here in the second inning. Spencer's batting .318 on the season with 18 RBIs. So he's been a great bat for the Bees. Now the Bees struggling as a team as far as hitting is concerned. They came into today's game batting .255. They still have not won a game on the road, but the Rockabillys want that streak to continue. That one finds the zone for strike number 1, and Pridmore jumps ahead of another hitter. Spencer goes to Scottsdale Community College. And here's the 0-1 to him. Gets a hold of that one. And great play here. Let's see if the throw can make it in time. What a beautiful play from Becker, who was able to chase that one down. I thought it was headed up the middle for a base hit, but he chases that one down off an awkward bounce, makes a good throw on the run over to first, and Spencer is retired. That brings Fisher to the plate, who's batting just .190 on the season, but his on-base percentage is .400. So Jackson Fisher will face Pridmore for the first time. He watches ball number 1. The 1-0 is a little bit inside. So Pridmore's behind 2-0. That one fouled off for strike number 1. Just a beautiful night here at the ballpark, and a lot of fans taking advantage of that. They came out to enjoy the game. Rockabillys had a week-long road trip, and they're back here in the Hub City for a week. 3-1 is now the count. Here's the 3-1. And that one right up the middle. Should be an easy play at second, and it will be. Beaten by a couple of steps over there as McCutcheon handles that one for out number 2. So after a 21-pitch first inning, looks like Pridmore has settled in here. He's got 2 outs quickly. Connor Lang will make his way to the plate. He's got no hits in 28 at-bats. Tries to lay down a bunt. It's a good bunt, but it should be an out at first and make that no hits in 29 at-bats as Pridmore makes a beautiful throw over to first. And that is out number 3 of the inning. So the Rockabillys will be due up in just a moment. They were sent down 1-2-3 in the top inning, but they've got 8 more innings, and they're about to be due up in just a moment. It should be Rudd at the plate, then McCutcheon, then Lowry. 3 guys that have just been hitting the ball incredibly well, all with a 300-plus batting average. So they are coming up here at the plate on this Military Monday out here at the ballpark. And exciting news for the Rockabillys. On Monday night, they're going to be playing with Banana Rules here at the ballpark as they take on the Thrillville Thrillbillies. So it'll be absolutely bananas here at the ballpark. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be a ton of fun. All kinds of crazy rules that you can check out at the Rockabillys website. But it is going to be like something you have never seen before, and you do not want to miss it. Next Monday night here at the ballpark, 7 o'clock, the Battle of the Billies playing with Banana Rules. So it is just going to be an incredible night at the ballpark. Now McGee walked the first batter in Nico Jordan to start the ball game, but he was able to settle in and get the next 3 batters. Nico Jordan, who was picked off after just a nasty pickoff move from McGee, got through the inning. So Aiden McGee has 18 pitches coming into the second here, but he's got to face 3 batters from the Rockabillys that have over a 300 batting average. So we'll see how he can do on the mound here in the second inning. In his 1 start on the season, he only went 2 innings and 2 outs, gave up 6 runs off 7 hits. So we'll see what the Rockabillys can do with that. It's the right fielder Rudd at the plate. He's batting an even 300 on the season. You'll see the first pitch here from McGee. Gets a hold of that one and right over the second baseman's head for a single into right field. That one was a close call, as second baseman Hackbarth jumped, and it was just over his glove. So Rudd swings at the first pitch he sees, and he'll be the first base runner for the Rockabillys here in the second. Now it's McCutcheon at the plate, who has 14 RBIs on the season. He's batting .378 out of Missouri State University. He'd love to get the Rockabillys on the board here with 1 swing. That one down in the dirt. McGee has that nasty pickoff move that he got Nico Jordan with. He tries it again, but Rudd able to get back in time. You got to believe the Rockabillys are going to be a little more careful with how far they lead tonight after they saw how McGee just was able to quickly turn and get Nico Jordan, who has a ton of speed. Here's the 1-0. Inside, they check over to first, but Rudd able to get back. They called that one a strike. Must have been just on the corner of the plate. They say the count is 1-1. Rudd scrambles back to first, and we'll be back standing up. So McCutcheon will finally see the 1-1 here. Gets a hold of it, but it'll be foul off to the right side. So 1-2 now here. We'll see if Rudd is running with the pitch. There are no outs, but of course they want to move him over into scoring position. Back over to first again, and Rudd able to jump back. McGee's thrown over to first several times already tonight. He did get Nico Jordan. Has not been able to get Rudd yet. We'll see if Rudd is running here. He is. Ball at the plate, a swing and a miss. The throw down to second may be in time, but he's going to say he's safe. So a good slide from Rudd moves him over into scoring position off the hit and run. So McCutcheon is retired for out number 1, but Rudd is able to get over to second, a stolen base there. Beats out a good throw. Now it's Luke Lowry who's batting .368 on the season. That was Rudd's third stolen base of the season. He has not been beat yet. So 1 out now. He's in scoring position at second. And Luke Lowry will see what he can do at the plate. Gets a hold of that one, but it's going to be fouled off. Straighten that one out a little bit. Hit it into the gap between right and center, and that should score a run. So McGee's ahead 0-1. He delivers. Lowry gets a hold of that one, but it's right to second base, and Rudd able to get back quickly there. So he's back at second, but now there are 2 outs. And it's the catcher LaRue coming up to the plate. LaRue has struggled. He's only had 21 plate appearances, but he's had just 3 hits. 2 walks. One of those hits is a double. A double here would be great. Here's the pitch from McGee. That one way outside and down for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0. Gets a hold of that one. It's skied out to left field, but it looks like it'll be an easy play. Oh, he lost it, and it's going to drop. So Rudd able to come home. LaRue able to go all the way to second. He lost it in the sun out there, in the shadows, and the ball will fall. So that, of course, that was ruled a hit. But the Rockabillys tie this one up 1-1. Great job from the Rockabillys, of course, to continue to run. Even though that one was popped up with 2 outs, and the Rockabillys have tied this one up. They can maybe keep it going here as Hayden Collins comes to the plate. There are 2 outs. It's 1-1. The score is, the count is, of course, 0-0. But here's the first ball. So Hayden Collins ahead, 1-0. LaRue's at second. One swing could give the Rockabillys a lead, but that one will miss the ball, and it's an even count. Here comes the pitch to Collins. He watches that one, ball number 2. So Hayden Collins ahead in the count, 2-1. And that one blows past him. It's an even count now. He's down to the last strike for the Rockabillys here in this inning. But it did look like the inning was going to end a moment ago when the ball was hit out to left field. Left fielder lost it in the shadows. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to make it run full. So LaRue was able to get to second. Rudd was able to come around to score and tie up the ball game. So here is the full count pitch with the runner on second and 2 outs. McGee takes a deep breath. He looks to the plate, and he deals. And Collins watches it just at the bottom of the zone. So that will get the Bees out of the inning, but the Rockabillys do tie it up 1-1. The Rockabillys were able to put together 2 hits in that inning, get things going as they tie the ball game up. So they're looking to continue to do that, and now to take the lead in the next inning. Pridmore is on the mound. He's found his cool and had a great second inning as JR makes his way out to the ballpark to greet the fans. And JR putting on a performance for the crowd here. They have quickly come to know and love the mascot for the Rockabillys. And he's having a great guitar solo here. Oh my goodness, he's going crazy. Kid wants a high five. Oh, fist bump, high five. Okay, there we go. We figured it out. But the Rockabillys have tied it up. Pridmore looking for his first win of the season. The Rockabillys would have to put him in the lead for that to happen. But he's pitched well. He gave up the first run in the first inning, but since then settled in, had a great clean second inning. And we'll see if he can have a good third inning here. Temperature dropping a little bit. We're just below 80 degrees in the hub city as the sun is slowly setting, and I believe that's what happened there out there in left field. Rice just lost it in the sun and the shadows. You can see him throw up his arms and say he didn't know where it was. It drops behind him. The Rockabillys got one back. So you want to have a quick inning here from Pridmore. He had a very quick inning in the second inning, and he's just below 30 pitches here. And I see Tennessee Senator Ed Jackson out here at the ballpark to support the hometown team. He would love to see them get a win here at home. Trent Rice at the plate, and he watches that one in there for strike number one. Trent Rice is the 9-hole hitter for the Bees. He's batting .385 on the season, but he's only had 13 at-bats. Here comes the 0-1, and that one slips out of his hand and goes out for ball number one. Here's the 1-1. Finds the corner there. Good pitch from Pridmore for strike number two. Here's the pitch, and he gets a hold of it, and it's right through the gap between first and second for a single. So Trent Rice leads off the inning here for the single. That's the fourth hit for the Bees. Now it's going to be the top of the lineup for them. It's going to be Tanner Holland, who came into today's game with 14 singles, batting .304. He was retired in his first at-bat. We'll see what he does here. They check over there at first, but he is back safely. They throw over again, but back again. We'll go to the plate with this one. And that one outside. It's ball number one. Tanner Holland goes to Central Arizona College. This summer he plays for the Burlington Bees. He's had a good season so far. Here's the 1-0. Runner's going, but it's fouled back. So the Rockabillys catch a break. Rice will have to head back to first. JR signing a ball for a young fan here at the ballpark. Here's the 1-1. They throw over to first to try to check on him, but he's back safely. So now it's 2-1. The pitch almost hit Tanner Holland, but he was able to get out of the way. Pridmore's got a dial in here. He throws over to first to check on him, but back safe again. 36 pitches so far for Pridmore. And here he goes to the plate with the 2-1. Rice runs. The ball's inside. The throw is a little late off the double clutch. LaRue double clutched the throw. And now Rice is going to be safe at second with the 3-1 count and no outs. So you really want to go after Holland here. It's 3-1. You've got to get a strike in here. That one's in there, and it'll be fouled off to make the count full. So now Pridmore working with the full count. Still looking for that first strikeout of the ball game. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him to swing at it, but he fouls it off again. That one has left the ballpark right through the gates. So it's a 3-2 again here. Pridmore trying to get the first out of the third inning. It's been a long at-bat. Hollins has been able to foul off the last couple pitches. Pridmore just a little bit below the zone. He walks him. So Holland has his walk. He'll head over to first, and now 2 runners on as Hackbarth comes up to the plate. Hackbarth has a hit in the ball game. He was able to come around and score the first run for the Bees. He is the Taco Bell K-Man of the night, so if he strikes out, everybody here at the ballpark gets a taco. Did he pull the bat back in time? He showed bunt. So they call time here as Rice is adjusting or maybe tying his shoe over there at second base. So Rice on second, Holland on first. Strikeout here would be huge, and then you go for a double play ball. Bunt laid down. It's a beautiful bunt. Pridmore's got to play at first. He overthrows him. That one's over by the tarp. 1 run's going to come around for the Bees. Looks like they will hold the horses there. But the Bees take the lead back off the throwing error there from Noah Pridmore. And it's 2-1. So now no outs here in the third inning. And that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Schwalbach. Schwalbach has 1 hit today. He doubled to drive in a run for the Bees. Actually did not drive in the run, but he kept that inning going for the Bees, got them over into scoring position. That one outside for ball number 1. Pridmore at the 40-pitch mark. It's Mason Schwalbach who got the best of Pridmore in his last appearance. Runners on second and third, no outs. That one outside. LaRue tried to frame it a little bit, doesn't get the call. It's 2-0. That one's in there for strike number 1. Good comeback pitch from Pridmore. It's 2-1. Here we go. And that one fouled right down for the second strike. So it's an even count now at 2. Pridmore would love a strikeout here. And here we go, the 2-2. That one's outside, so the count runs full. Here's the full count pitch. And swing and a miss. Pridmore got him. The first strikeout of the ball game is a big one there for out number 1 in the third. So now there's 1 out. And Schulte comes to the plate. He's batting .462 on the season. He reached on a fielder's choice that brought in a run for the Bees. And that one's straight up. If it'll stay fair, it'll be out number 2, and it will. Good catch there from LaRue. And one swing produces out number 2. So now the Rockabillys 1 out away from getting out of this mess with runners on second and third. But the Bees did take the lead back. The batter will be Coy Sarsfield from the University of Iowa. He came into today with the .292 average. He's got 1 hit today. He watches that one. Good curveball, and it'll be strike number 1. And that one fouled straight back. So now Pridmore ahead, 0-2. Pridmore would love his second strikeout here to send Sarsfield down swinging. Or looking, doesn't matter which way. Just wants to get out of the inning here and strand the 2 runners in scoring position. Sarsfield steps out of the box. Here's the pitch. And that one fouled back. So the at-bat continues. Here's the 0-2. He called timeout again. Sarsfield clearly nervous here with an 0-2 count. 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. Pridmore goes right to the plate, and that one's outside. Here's the 1-2. Outside again, so 2-2, it's an even count. Here's the 2-2, and that one outside. Count goes full here, but LaRue able to stop it. Here's a big pitch. Full count, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Got him swinging. Great pitch there from Pridmore. Sends the Bees down. Strands 2 in scoring position, but an error allows 1 run to come around. The Bees take a 2-1 lead here as we head into the bottom of the third. The Rockabillys will be due up. They got 1 back in the last inning. We'll see if they can tie it up here in the third or take the lead. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment.
If you're looking to upgrade your device without breaking the bank, CPR can help you with that as well. Our stores carry a wide variety of certified pre-owned tablets, laptops, and smartphones, including all of the latest Apple and Samsung models. Financing is available for qualified customers. Our Y-certified technicians are ready to assist you, and our limited lifetime warranty is the best in the industry. And with hundreds of stores across the U.S., you never have to look far for fast, efficient electronic device repair. CPR. We save your mobile life. A damaged electronic device typically costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars to replace. But we're here to show you that there's a better way. CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. Our knowledgeable technicians have experience working with all types of smartphones, tablets, computers and laptops, MP3 players, gaming consoles, and even other electronic gadgets like drones and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
It's the third inning, and the Rockabillys due up here. Braden Becker will have his first at-bat of the ball game. McGee will throw the first pitch of the third inning. And swing and a miss. Becker behind that one. Here's the 0-1. And that one, he gets a piece of it, but he fouls it back. The Let's Go Goats chant out here at the ballpark. But Braden Becker is behind 0-2. Gets a hold of that one, hits it right through the gap past the third baseman, and he's got a single to start out the third inning for the Rockabillys. So every inning in this ball game, the Rockabillys have started off with a lead-off base runner. A walk from Nico Jordan in the first, a hit in the second, and a hit here in the third. So maybe they can get this ball game back in their side of the court. Braden Becker came into today's ball game struggling at the plate, but he got a hit there. And Nico Jordan, who of course is a hot bat, comes to the plate. He walked in his first at-bat, but was tied up in a pickle off a good pickoff move. That one outside, gets down, but Becker does not go anywhere. Didn't get far enough. He didn't get a good jump right after the pitch got out of the catcher's glove. But Nico Jordan ahead 1-0. He had a long at-bat, 10 pitches in the first inning. Fouled several off, then he saw ball number 4. Here's the 1-0. He gets a hold of that one, hits it out to center, but it may be an easy play. Becker, of course, will not tag up. He heads back to first, and Nico Jordan is retired for out number 1. Now it's the designated hitter, Aiden Hamilton, who struck out in his first at-bat. Looking to get the best of Aiden McGee this time. So Aiden McGee had a real struggle in his first start. Gave up 6 runs, 7 hits. Here in his second start, he's given up 1 run, 3 hits. Calling time and sprinting out towards the dugout or the bullpen, and looks like we are good to go now. So McGee will settle here at the mound. And that one's hit right to shortstop. Could be a double play ball. 1 at second, and the throw is going to be late at first. So Hamilton able to beat it out to prevent a double play. But the Bees get the lead runner, and they've got 2 outs now. Now it's James Denton, who's got 10 RBIs on the season. He's 0 for 1 today. See what he can do here with Becker on first. Swing and a miss, and actually Becker's not on first. It's Hamilton on first. Becker was out at second. So excuse me for that, but 0-1 is the count. And here comes the pitch from McGee. That one falls way out of the zone and inside, so it's an even count. McGee's at 40 pitches. And that one down again, ball number 2. He'll be the 2-1 to Denton. He gets a hold of that one. It's a bloop right to shortstop, and that'll be out number 3. So the Rockabillys strand a base runner. And after a leadoff hit, they are retired here in the third. So we'll head on to the fourth in just a moment. But there is still a lot of this ball game left as the Rockabillys trail it by 1 run. They're setting up a game here on the field, one of the classics. The luggage game, sponsored by Southern Airways. And this one has been a fun one to watch all season long. We got to believe that Pridmore's going to go back out on the mound for the Rockabillys. He's given up 2 runs, just 4 hits, but he's settled in a little bit. And a tough break off the throwing error over to first. Scored that second run for the Bees, but after that, he settled in. He got 2 strikeouts, got out of the inning. And here we see some contestants about to participate here in the on-field game. It's the suitcase race from Southern Airways Express, and there's some high stakes to this ball game. A free round trip to Atlanta and back here to the Hub City for the winner of this. And they're off. These 2 guys here look like they're friends, and one of them gets a big old, the other one's going to go back and then come back to pack. So 2 different strategies here. One trying to pack as he goes. The other one trying to grab all the stuff and pack. He forgot one there. And he comes back. So now he's got all the clothes. The other guy. And it's going to be close here. JR's helping one of them. Oh, and a push there. It's coming down to the last second. Looks like, oh my goodness, he finishes way ahead there. His strategy of getting one load, packing it, and going back for the other one paid off. And he's going home with a free round trip to Atlanta from Southern Airways Express. And now it's the 4th inning here in the Hub City. Pridmore's at 56 pitches in the ball game. And right now he's going to face Spencer to start out the 4th inning. Spencer's 0 for 1. And he fouls that one straight down and back. So Pridmore has done just a phenomenal job of jumping out in front of hitters. He's only walked 1. The problem has been hits from the Bees. They've got 4. And he gets that one fouled back again. So he's ahead 0-2 here to set up a strikeout pitch. Here's the 0-2. And that one falls out of the zone for ball number 1. Here's the 1-2. And gets a hold of it, but fouls it back again. So Spencer stays alive. Here's the 1-2 to Spencer. Pridmore looking for his 3rd strikeout. That one looks good to me. But it'll be ball number 2. It's one of those where you turn around and you ask, what was wrong with it? Was it high? Was it outside? I'm not sure. Looked like a good pitch to me, but the count will be 2-2. I'm not in charge of this here, and that one's fouled back again. .62 pitches for Pridmore. And here comes the pitch. The count is even, 2-2. Got him to swing. They'll have to make the throw over to first, but they will. And that'll be a strikeout to start the 4th inning here. 3 strikeouts now for Noah Pridmore. Now Jackson Fisher, who's batting 190, comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. We'll see how Pridmore attacks here. He's been going after that first pitch strike. He deals, and it's going to be right to third. Should be an easy play, and what a beautiful throw for out number 2. So 1 pitch and the second out of the inning. Great throw from Hayden Collins, and now it's going to be Lang, who is 0 for 29. He's 0 for 1 today, 0 for 29 on the season. Pridmore looking for a clean and easy inning here in the 4th. That one fouled off the third base side, and it'll be strike number 1. Fans chase for the loose ball, and somebody's going home with the souvenir. Here's the 0-1. And swing and a miss, 0-2, Pridmore's ahead. Sun has almost set as far as the field is concerned. It can be difficult with the shadows and the sun out there. Here's the 0-2. That one down in the dirt. Pridmore lost control of that one a little bit, but it's 1-2. He's got a couple of pitches to toy with. Some of the fans at the ballpark enjoying just a beautiful night and hoping that the Rockabillys are going to come back here down 2-1. Pridmore delivers. Inside. Count will go even. Pridmore's only walked 1. Here's the 2-2. Gets him to swing at that one. It's going to be way out to center. Nico Jordan making his way and will make the catch easily. So 3 up, 3 down here in the 4th for the Bees. And the Rockabillys due up in just a moment. They're trying to tie this one up, take the lead in front of the hometown crowd. But right now the Bees are leading what could be their first road win of the season. They are 4-10 on the season. They are yet to win a road game. So they are struggling, to say the least, on the road. The Rockabillys 6-10, but they are 4-4 here at home in the Hub City, looking to move to 5-4 and to move on to a 3-game win streak. So we've got just a little bit until the Rockabillys will be due up. The Bees are warming up right now, but it is the bottom of the 4th. In just a few moments, the Rockabillys have done a great job of getting runners on to start the inning. All 3 of the first innings, they got a runner on to start off the inning. If they can continue that here, able to move them over and move them in, they'll tie up this ball game. But we'll see how it goes here in just a moment as the Rockabillys are due up. It's going to be Dalton
Serving
Rudd.
the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Dalton Rudd at the plate. He's 1 for 1. He came around to score the Rockabillys' sole run. He has a stolen base as well. So see if he can keep his good day at the plate going and get something started for the Rockabillys. Dalton gets a hold of it, but looks like it's high in the air. Out towards center field. And the right fielder will make the catch. So the first batter for the Rockabillys in the 4th is retired. And Rudd flies out to right field. Now it's going to be Jake McCutcheon. Came into today's ball game batting .378. He's 0 for 1 today. That one inside for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's in there. It evens up the count. So McGee's put together a good day so far on the mound. He struck out 3 in 3 1/3 inning, gave up just 1 run. That one's hit right over to second base, and it'll be out number 2. So the Rockabillys 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th. So Luke Lowry comes now to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. He's had a great season, though. .368 coming into today's ball game. He watches that one low and outside. Ball number 1, good eye. That one's going to be hit right up the middle, and it'll be through for a base hit. Luke Lowry, a single right up the middle. And this could be something for the Rockabillys here with 2 outs. Now it's Dylan LaRue, the catcher for the Rockabillys. And Dylan LaRue has 1 hit today. He drove in the Rockabillys' run with a double. If he hit another double here, that'd drive in a second run. That one way down there for ball number 1. Gets away from the catcher, but Lowry's not going to move over. Here's the 1-0, and LaRue watches that one to even up the count. McGee checks over at first. Looks like he's going to come to the plate. He will. And he gets a hold of that one right into left field. A great single there from Dylan LaRue. He's 2 for 2 today, and the Rockabillys have a little something going here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Now they're going to pass the bat over to Hayden Collins. He struck out today. But he's up here with 2 outs. 2 runners on. He gets a hold of that one. It's hit over to second base, and the play will be made at second to end the inning. But the Rockabillys strand 2. They trail this one 2-1, headed on to the 5th inning. We are over 4 innings of this ball game. The Rockabillys trail it 2-1, but the hope is not lost. They've still got 5 innings to get it done, and it all starts here on the defensive side of things in the next inning. We'll see if it's still going to be Pridmore on the mound, but the Domino's delivery car is making its way onto the stadium, and some lucky fans are going to be blessed with some free pizza here. Someone in the stands will get free pizza at their seat, and that brings a lot of people to their feet to cheer and try to persuade the crew to bring them a nice pie to their seat. Noah Pridmore is warming up on the mound, so he will continue. He's at 69 pitches right now, so definitely fine to continue to work into the 5th inning as they unload the pizzas. Three free pizzas making their way into the stands. We'll see which lucky fan gets them. Fans are cheering, screaming, jumping up and down for the free pizza, and I would too. Who doesn't love some free pizza? Domino's will go ahead and drive off and make its way off the field. Here's some fans. Look like they're going to get the pizza. Yes. They will. And look at the father says, come on over here, get you some. It's going to be Trent Rice, who's 1 for 1 at the plate. He was able to come around and score. He was batting .385 coming into today's game. He added on to that impressive bid with a hit. And there's Domino's headed off the field. And off to make some deliveries, I'm sure. Here comes the pitch. Pridmore gets just a little inside to Rice, and it's ball number 1. In there for strike number 1, and it's an even count. Pridmore had a nice clean inning in the 4th. He'd love another one. Gets a swing and a miss there. He's ahead 1-2. Here's the pitch. And that one's hit way out to left field. He's chasing after it, and it's going to go just foul. He wasn't able to make the play, but it's foul. So no harm done, but it could have been out number 1. We'll do the 2-2 again here to Trent Rice. And that one fouled back, so the at-bat will continue. Rice doing a good job of fighting at the plate. There's the bullpen for the Rockabillys. Now when he gets a hold of it, and it's going to be right past the diving shortstop into center field for a single. Becker did everything he could to try to knock that one down. Would have been a tough throw over to first, even if he had knocked it down. But Trent Rice gets it started for the Bees. He's 2 for 2 today. And now Holland's going to come up to the plate. The leadoff hitter for the Bees. Holland has walked once in the ball game. He's also 0 for 1. How about a double play ball here to get Pridmore and the Rockabillys out of any trouble that could be here. They throw over to first, but Rice is able to get back safely standing up. Here comes the pitch to Holland. Swing and a miss, a lazy swing at it, but it'll be strike number 1. Here's the 0-1. And the runner goes. The throw's a good throw, but he's going to be safe. Rice able to swipe second. Now he's in scoring position, and the count is 1-1 to Holland. That's Rice's second stolen base of the ball game. He's got a lot of speed out there on the base paths. He had 2 coming into today's game. Now he's got 4 already. Here's the 1-1. So the double play, at least the traditional double play, is not at hand anymore. The bunt will go foul for strike number 2. So Holland's down 1-2. Pridmore trying to get Holland here. He's approaching 80 pitches. Would love to get through the 5th inning here. That one's going to be hit out to right. Plays made, runner tags up. A bullet throw, but it's not going to be in time. Rudd's got a crazy arm out there in right, but that's a tough throw to make. So it's going to move Rice over to third, but it'll be 1 out here. Hackberth is at the plate now. He scored today and drove in a run as well. He's 1 for 2. And swing and a miss. Tried to check his swing, but it's in the strike zone. Be 0-1. Pridmore's at 80 pitches. That one outside, 1-1 is the count. Strikeout from Pridmore here would be huge. That one's in there. Strike number 2. Great pitch. 1-2. That one's popped up. Looks like the third baseman will handle it. He gets a hold of it, and out number 2. Rice looked like he was thinking about stealing home. Of course, he can't with the ball pumped up like that, but he's getting a big lead over there at third. Schwalbach will be at the plate. He's got a double in the game today. He's 1 for 2. Struck out once. That one gets loose, and Rice is going to come around to score. So 3-1 now the score. Off the wild pitch, Rice able to come on home. He got a hit, stole second, was moved over to third off the sacrifice fly out to right, and then on the wild pitch he comes around. So some small ball from the Bees, and they take a 2-run lead now. That one's outside, ball number 2. Here's a 2-0. That one's in there. Strike. Okay, it's not in there. It's going to be ball number 3. I thought it found the top corner of the zone. That one fouled off, and it'll be 3-1. Here's the 3-1, and he loses him. So Schwalbach will take first base, and that's going to bring up Schulte. The Beasts have just had a great day at the plate, and Schulte has an RBI today. He's 0 for 2. but he hit into a fielder's choice and was able to bring a run home. So now a quick meeting at the mound. Pridmore needs one more out to get out of this. And the pitching coach, Corey Wright, gave him a little pep talk and leaves him out there on the hill. Likely will be Pridmore's final inning. He's at 88 pitches. And he's given up 3 earned runs. He needs one out here to get out of the inning. A good pitch there, in for strike number 1. Back to the jumping ahead of batters. Check over to first. And back safely. Some action in the bullpen for the Rockabillys. Here comes the 0-1. And that one's going to be chopped right down the third base line. It's going to be a tough play and no throw. So runners are safe everywhere. Schulte's going to get a swinging bunt hit. And now it's 2 on for the Bees with 2 outs. Matt Franco making his way out to the mound, so that will signal a pitching change, and Pridmore will head out of the ball game. We'll see who comes in for the Rockabillys. The Bees lead it by just 2 runs. And that's going to be it for Noah Pridmore. He gave up 3 runs in 4 innings and 2 outs. Struck out 3, walked 2. Number 24, Sam Poindexter from Union University here in Jackson will make his way out to the mound. And that will be the pitch limit for Noah Pridmore at 90 pitches, so he will be done. And Poindexter has not appeared in a ball game yet this year. So this will be his first appearance of the season. Originally from Collierville, right outside Memphis. Goes to Union University, so a hometown boy through and through for West Tennessee. Now he plays for the inaugural season of the Jackson Rockabillys. He's going to warm up here and try to end this inning for the Bees. They got 1 run to add a little insurance to their 1-run lead. It's 3-1. Now they've got 2 runners on with 2 outs. And it's going to be Coy Sarsfield, who's 1 for 2. Struck out once. He's at the plate. So a couple more warm-up pitches for Sam Poindexter, and then he will come into the ball game officially. Poindexter is all warmed up. He's going to face Sarsfield here. Trying to end this inning for the Bees. They got 1 run to add on to their lead. That one down in the dirt, but a good stop there. Coy Sarsfield, number 6, at the plate there. He faces a 1-0 count with 2 outs. Sam Poindexter's first appearance of the season for the Rockabillys. He finds the zone there to even up the count. Just needs one out to get the Rockabillys out of this one. We'd be halfway through the ball game. That one finds the dirt again. Ball number 2, but a good stop from LaRue. Didn't mean to rhyme there. Ball number 2, good stop from LaRue. But it's 2-1 here with 2 outs. Good pitch there from Poindexter. That makes it a 2-2 count. Sam Poindexter, 1 strike away from getting out of this one. That one's popped up a mile high, but fouled back. And headed back towards the jukebox here in Jackson, where you can buy all your Rockabillys merch. Hats, T-shirts, jerseys, balls, whatever you want with the Rockabillys logo on it. They probably got it there in the jukebox. It's the full count here, 2 outs. Poindexter gets him to swing, but he's able to foul it off to stay alive. Here's the pitch, a payoff pitch from Poindexter. And he gets him to swing at it. Should be an easy play over to first. Hayden Collins makes a throw, and just in time to retire the Bees, but they do add on 1 run. It's 3-1. The Rockabillys trail it, but they are due up in the bottom of the 5th in just a moment. We are halfway through this ball game, and right after this break, we're going to be back with the Rockabillys due up. Brennan Becker will be due up at the plate here to start the innings for the Rockabillys. He's 1 for 1 today. He's looking to get something going here. Still Aiden McGee on the mound. And Becker swings at the first pitch and fouls it back towards the second deck. That one's in there. Strike number 2. Just 56 pitches for McGee. He's been very efficient through 4 innings. Gave up the 1 run to the Rockabillys. 5 hits, but Rockabillys haven't been able to capitalize off of that. That one down to the dirt makes it 1-2. That one way outside there, and it's an even count. Here's the 2-2. And swing and a miss there. That was upstairs, but Becker goes down swinging for out number 1. Becker is retired. And that should bring up the top of the order, Nico Jordan. Nico has a walk in today's ball game, but he's 0 for 1. That one hit a mile high right there behind shortstop, and he's there to make the catch for out number 2. So quickly 2 outs for the Rockabillys, but Aiden Hamilton's up at the plate. Hamilton's 0 for 2, looking for something here. Most of the Rockabillys hits have come with 2 outs. They're 3 for 7 with 2 outs. They only have 5 hits today. So 3 of their 5 hits came with 2 outs. It's never a good situation to be in unless you're able to actually knock in some runs with 2 outs, and of course they have not been able to do that today. But Hamilton looking to get something going here that could maybe change that. That one's in there, strike number 1. McGee had a very, very rough first start. Looked like maybe he'd struggle against the Rockabillys' hot bats, but he has completely turned things around. His first start, he gave up 6 runs in 2 2/3 innings. Here through 4 innings, he's given up just 1 run and 5 hits. McGee looking for his first win of the season. He's 0 for 1. 1-1 is the count here to Hamilton. And swing and a miss. That one blazes past him, the fastball. So now it's 1-2. And he holds off on that one. 2-2 as it's up by his head. Here's the 2-2 with 2 outs. And Hamilton watches that one, so the count will go full. Good eye there from Hamilton. He struck out once tonight. Here's the payoff pitch. And that one right in there. Gets Hamilton looking. He goes down. Watching that one, that's 5 strikeouts for Aiden McGee, who's through 5 innings, giving up just 1 run. The Rockabillys trail it 3-1, but they will continue to try to fight back here. We'll be back in just a moment. Still 3 innings left in this one, so don't give up hope, fans. The Rockabillys trail it by 2.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings. Quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. CPR specializes in cracked screen replacement and repair, water damage, data recovery and transfer, camera repair, battery issues, component replacement, and more. CPR. We save your mobile life. If you're
Still
looking
Sam
to upgrade your
Poindexter on the
device
mound
without
for the
breaking the
Rockabillys.
bank,
It's his first
CPR
appearance.
can help you with that as well. Our stores carry a wide variety of certified pre-owned tablets, laptops, and smartphones, including all of the latest Apple and Samsung models. Financing is available for qualified customers. Our Y certified technicians are ready to assist you. And our limited lifetime warranty is...
Poindexter deals, and the first one is fouled back. It's Spencer at the plate, who struck out once. He's 0 for 2. Poindexter, in his first appearance in Rockabilly's uniform, got that out to retire the side in the top of the fifth, excuse me. Blows that one past him, 0 and 2. Here's the 0-2. And that one fouled back. Here's the 0-2. And that one fouled off. Straight back towards the jukebox again, and the fans scramble. Here's the 0-2 again. And that one hit over towards right field, and it's going to drop fair. Just a tough play there. Weren't able to make it. And that will be a single for Spencer, who just lays one perfectly out there in right field near the line. So now a leadoff runner for the Bees. And that's going to bring up Fisher. Fisher's 0 for 2 today. Now remember that you can visit the Prospect League online at prospectleague.com or follow on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. So stay connected with the teams and the players in the Prospect League, because that one's downstairs for ball number 1. So here's the 1-0 to Fisher. That one's way inside again. He's ahead 2-0. And that one's fouled back. 2-1. See if Spencer heads off towards second there, trying to steal a bag. That one's in there. Strike number 2. It's now an even count. Spencer has 2 stolen bases on the season. See if he goes for number 3 here with and 2-2 count. See if it's going to be a hit and run. And that one's going to be out of the zone. It's a full count. You don't want to lose Fisher here. And that one's hit, but foul to keep the at-bat alive. Fisher at the plate there. He's got a full count right now. Here's the payoff pitch. That one's golfed high. Will it stay fair? It will, and LaRue able to make the play. Spencer remains at first, and there's one out now. It's going to bring up Connor Lang, who still has not gotten a hit on the season. He's 0 for 2 today. He's 0 for 30 on the season. Love for him to hit into a double play here to end the inning. Swings and misses at the first one. Spencer and Poindexter stare down. Poindexter goes to the plate, and it's a ball, but we were able to chase that one down and prevent Spencer from going anywhere. There's the 1-1. That one is fouled back. One and two is the count. Poindexter trying to get his first strikeout in the Rockabillys uniform here. He's ahead 1-2. And that one's fouled back. See if Spencer goes with the 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 again, and fouled off. Connor Lang staying alive in this at-bat. So far, Spencer hasn't headed towards second. That one's high. 2-2 is the count. Lang watches it, and Poindexter now was ahead 1-2. Now he's even at 2-2. Spending a lot of time looking over at Spencer at first. He goes to the plate. They're going to check down to first, but he'll get back just in time. It's now a full count. And a big payoff pitch here from Sam Poindexter. And that one's down in the dirt. So he loses Lang. And Lang will take first base. That'll move Spencer over to second. Now 2 runners on with just 1 out. The Rockabillys trying to keep this as close as they can. And it looks like they're going to send Matt Franco out there to the mound. So it could be the end for Sam Poindexter. Somebody is warming up in the bullpen for the Rockabillys. And it looks like it will be the end for Sam Poindexter. That's going to bring in someone for the Rockabillys here. We'll see who it is as quickly as we can. It's going to be Josh Furtado, who's just been incredible for the Rockabillys. He's going to come in to try to keep this one close. Josh Furtado has appeared in 6 ball games. He's got a 1.15 ERA. He's only given up 2 earned runs this year, just 7 hits, and he struck out 22. He's been incredible. And we'll see what he can do here with 2 runners on and 1 out. He'll get some warm-up pitches in first. Now, despite only starting, he hasn't started any games, but just Josh Furtado is near the top of the strikeout rankings. He's 4th in the league for the Prospect League, and his teammate Tyler Smith just 1 strikeout ahead of him with 23. So Furtado will warm up. And we will watch as he does. So Furtado has warmed up here. And he's going to be facing Trent Rice, who's 2 for 2 today. See if he can get the best of him here. Josh Furtado throws heat. He got some nasty pitches as well. Near the top of the league for the strikeouts on the season. First pitch is hit way high. First baseman's going to come over to make the play. Calls off the catcher and Furtado, and he makes the play there. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Now there's 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. James Denton came in to make the play. And now it's going to be the leadoff hitter, Holland, at the plate. Holland's walked once today, but he's 0 for 2. Furtado throws that one in near his neck, and that'll be ball number 1. So here's the 1-0. And that one below the strike zone, so 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0, and that one is fouled off. It looks like it hit the mask of the umpire on the backswing, but 2-1 is the count. Noah Pridmore trying to get the Rockabillys out of a little bit of a mess. Lang on first after the walk, and Spencer on second. With just 1 out, Furtado got the first swing to be out number 2. Here's the 2-1, and that one be fouled off. So now 2-2 is your count. Furtado is a strikeout machine with 22 on the season. See if he add on here to get to 23. Here's the 2-2. And that one's down there, so it's a full count. Josh Furtado shakes off that pitch and finds one he likes. Payoff pitch here. 2 runners on, 2 outs. And got him to swing at that one right near his head. What a nasty pitch from Josh Furtado to finally get the sign out for the Bees. He got 2 up and 2 down when he came to relieve, and that is what he does. He is absolutely incredible out of the bullpen. That's strikeout number 23 on the season for Josh Furtado, and he is just blazing through hitters. He lowers that ERA even more. It was 1.17 coming into today's ball game. 1.15, excuse me. It's going to be a little lower than that. And now the Rockabillys trail by just 2. They're going to try to get back in this ball game here. Denton fouling off the first pitch there. It's still Aiden McGee on the mound. He's just got 66 pitches. He's been incredible tonight after a rough start in his last start, his only start of the season. He's really settled in here. He's given up just the one run. And Denton watches that one for strike number 2. So here's the 0-2. Denton's got to be careful. Gets a hold of that one, but fouls it off to stay alive. Here's the 0-2 again. Gets a hold of that one, but fouls it right back to the Bees dugout. That's a cell phone repair foul ball. We've had a lot of those tonight here at the ballpark. Here's the 0-2 yet again to Denton. He watches that one downstairs, and it'll be ball number 1. McGee's only walked 1 in this ball game. Struck out 5 Rockabillys. Even though the Rockabillys have been able to get 5 hits, they've only been able to get 1 run. Denton pops that one up, but it'll be foul yet again. So Denton keeping this at bat alive. It's 1-2. He watches that one way over his head. Now it's an even count. Denton went down quickly 0-2. He's been able to foul off several pitches and take 2 balls. Seems like one of the first times that McGee's pitch count has been driven up a little bit. He's now at 72 pitches through 5 innings. And that one gets him to swing and miss. Denton goes down swinging. It's McGee's 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now it's going to be the cleanup man, Rudd, coming to the plate. That's the 5th strikeout there for Aiden McGee. As Denton goes down swinging, and Dalton Rudd, the cleanup man, comes to the plate. Denton was able to foul off several balls there to drive up McGee's pitch count a little bit. It's now in the mid-70s. That one fouled back towards some fans, but they were able to get out of the way. It's a cell phone repair foul ball yet again. Here's the 0-1. Rudd is 1 for 2 today. And swing and a miss there. He's down 0-2. Rudd scored the only run for the Rockabillys in the ball game so far. And he swing and misses at that one. McGee sets down the last 2 Rockabillys, striking out swinging. And he has just been phenomenal tonight. Rockabillys, if you just looked at the scouting report from his 1 start on the season, it looked really rough. He had a 16.88 ERA, went just 2 innings and 2 outs, gave up 6 runs, 7 hits. Today, giving up just 1 run, 5 hits in 5 2/3 innings. Now he faces Jake McCutcheon. He puts that one down in the dirt. Here's the 0-1 and swing and a miss. So now the count is 1-1. The count was 1-0. That was a swing and miss to make it an even count. And that one check swing. Say that he went. So 1-2 now. McCutcheon down to his last strike. Just 78 pitches for Aiden McGee. There's some action in the bullpen for the Bees. Gotta believe if he gets through this one, with still the low 80s, they're going to finish him for the day. He's in the position for the win. Not sure what the delay is here. McGee stepped off the mound for a moment. Here's the 1-2 with 2 outs. Rockabilly's dugout was giving a warning. I'm not sure what for. There's the pitch down for ball number 2. So 2-2 is the count now. McGee just crossed the 80-pitch mark. He has been highly efficient and effective today. Here's the 2-2. He got him there. He strikes out the side in the 6th inning. 8 strikeouts for Aiden McGee. It's 3-1. The Bees continue to take the lead here. The Rockabillys still have 3 more opportunities at the plate to try to get this ball game back in their hands. But first, they've got to stop the Bees from adding on to the score here. I believe it'll be Josh Furtado still out on the mound. He got the 2 outs there at the end of the 6th inning. Was able to stop the Bees from adding any runs on. We'll see if he goes out to the mound yet again. He's just been incredible. A great workhorse for the Rockabillys. 23 strikeouts on the season. He is one of the league leaders in Prospect League. He's right there in that 3rd position, tied with his teammate and Rockabilly's very own Tyler Smith. They both got 23 strikeouts on the season, and Josh Furtado is out there on the mound, so he's going to try to keep the Bees' lead to just 2 runs to try to get the Rockabillys to stay as close as possible. Give them a chance to get this ball game here in the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning. But Josh Furtado will warm up here at the mound. It's going to be Jaden Hackbarth to start out for the Bees. Then it'll be Schwalbach, who's 1 for 2, and then Schulte, who's 1 for 3 today. So the Bees have just done a great job of hitting the baseball today. They've got 7 hits. They've been able to get 3 runs. The Rockabillys, 5 hits, just 1 run so far, but this one is not over yet. Josh Furtado set to pitch here for the Bees, or pitch against the Bees in the top of the 7th inning. That one's inside for ball number 1. And that one gets right back in there. 1-1. Furtado comes back. That one fouled off the umpire's mask. He'll shake it off for a minute here. Count is 1-2. And LaRue's going to head out there to talk to Josh Furtado for a second. One and 2 is the count. Furtado looking for his 2nd strikeout of the ball game. Here's the 1-2. That one swung on, belted out there to the gap between left and center. He got a hold of that one. And Hackbarth able to get a double, his second hit of the ball game. He'll call time to take off his batting gloves. Now it's Mason Swalbach with the runner in scoring position here. And that one fouled off to the left side back. And our cameraman, Andrew, able to make a nice barehanded play down there while holding the camera. He's going home with the souvenir here. 0-1 is the count. That one a little bit outside. 1-1. Hackbarth there in scoring position. He's got to be careful here with Schwalbach. Here comes the pitch from Furtado. That one inside. Good job from LaRue to jump in front of that one. The count's now 2-1. And Andrew, our cameraman, getting some applause from the crowd. That one's outside, ball number 3. He gave up his souvenir ball to a young fan, and he got some applause there from people in the stands. Some lightning out there in the sky. Seems far away, but it is putting on a light show. 3-1. That one down for ball number 4. Furtado lost him. Furtado's only walked 14 on the season now. But now he's in a little bit of trouble here. No outs, 2 runners on, first and second. And Cooper Schulte's up to bat. He's got 1 RBI and he's 1 for 3. He shows bunt, but not able to get it down. Strike number 1. From the way Josh Furtado has pitched this season, you almost expect him to get out of this situation here. Shows bunt again. Pulls it back just in time, and 1-1 the count. So it's pretty clear here that Schulte is trying to move the runners over with the sacrifice bunt. Here's the 1-1. I'm sure he'll show it again. And Furtado spins off. Thought about throwing over to second or first, but does not. So now here's the 1-1. He shows bunt again. Doesn't get it down. Throw over to third. Will not be in time. So now runners on the corners as Hackbarth able to move over to third. Now it's a tough situation for the Rockabillys. Cooper Schulte probably swinging away here, 2-1, once the runner moved over to third. And he watches that one to tie up the count. Best case scenario for the Rockabillys here is a strikeout here, and then you get a double play ball off the next batter. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that is the second strikeout for Josh Furtado of the ball game. That moves him into sole position of second most strikeouts in the Prospect League with 24 on the season. So a little bit of personal accolades there, but he's trying to get the Rockabillys out of this one. You'd love a double play ball to set the Bees down here. Oh, that one inside. Almost curved back into the zone, though. And that one fouled back. 1-1 now the count. Josh Furtado checks over at first, doesn't get him in time. Schwalbach able to dive back safely. Here's the 1-1 to Sarsfield. And fouled back. It's 1-2. The fan there behind the plate jumping at that one. He's got his face right on the net. So when the ball came back there, he had to jump out of the way. Sarsfield has struck out once tonight, but he's 1 for 3. He's down here 1-2. Josh Furtado could get a second strikeout of this inning. That would be huge. Oh, he loses that one. Sarsfield had to duck out of the way. And now the count is 2-2. LaRue, a good stop again, able to jump up and prevent that one from bringing a run home or moving the runners over. Here's the 2-2. Furtado will try again for the strikeout. He sets and deals. And fouled back, spoiled again. Here's the 2-2. You'd love a strikeout or a double play ball. You don't want to get that run from third into home. That one misses the strike zone, doesn't get him to chase, and the count's gone full. Payoff pitch. And fouled off, spoiled again. Fan running off with his prize there after getting the foul ball. Here's the 3-2 again. And blazes it down the middle. It's popped right over the second baseman. Oh, he's able to get it. What a great play, and turning to throw to home to prevent the runner from tagging up. Just a beautiful play there from second baseman Jake McCutcheon. Caught it running and caught it over his head. Able to spin, fire right back to home to prevent the runner from tagging up. So 2 outs now. And Josh Furtado 1 out away from getting out of this mess he got himself into. How about a strikeout here to do it with a little bit of a flair? Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Curves that one in there, strike number 1. It's Spencer at the plate. He struck out once, but he's 1 for 3. Here over to first to check him, and he was able to get back safely. Josh Furtado trying to keep them honest on the base paths. Doesn't want another runner to move over into scoring position. Got him to swing and miss there. Great pitch. It's 0-2. So Josh Furtado way ahead here. He's got a couple of pitches to toy with him. He's got some nasty movement on some of his pitches. Might go to one of those and try to get him to chase. Here's the 0-2. Runners go, but he got him right there on the corner. Josh Furtado, his 3rd strikeout of the ball game, and he gets himself out of a mess here. The Bees leave 2 stranded in the 7th. The Rockabillys will be due up right after the 7th inning stretch. They trail it by 2 runs, but greater things have happened before. 3-1, they are looking to come back here in the 7th inning, and they've got 9 more outs left in the ball game to try to get it done. Josh Furtado continues to amaze there in the 7th inning. That is what we have come to expect from him. He has been holding it down for the Rockabillys as far as relief pitching is concerned, and he is now in sole position of the second most strikeouts in the Prospect League as a whole. It is just incredibly fun to watch him work, watch him to continue to blaze that fastball past the hitters and dominate the Prospect League. So the Rockabillys due up in just a minute right after this.
Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. CPR specializes in cracked screen replacement and repair, water damage, data recovery and transfer, camera repair, battery issues, component replacement, and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
Rockabillys due up here. Now on to pitch for the Bees is Dylan Hazlitt. He's appeared in 5 games. This will be a 6-1. He's gone 10.2 innings, given up 4 runs, 3 of those earned, and 7 hits. Striking out 11, so he has been great for the Bees, and he's looking to get this one closed out here as they set up for the 9th inning. But the Rockabillys have 9 innings to see what they can do here. Luke Lowry, who's 1 for 2, will come up to the plate. Maybe he can get on here and get something going. Rockabillys scored that 1 run in the 2nd inning, and since then they haven't been able to get anybody on or get them over to score. They've had a couple of base runners, most of those with 2 outs though. That one high near Luke Lowry's head, and he watches it. Rockabillys would love to rally here in the 7th inning, give themselves a lead headed into the 8th. Luke Lowry watches that one as it falls down into the dirt. 2-0, he's ahead. He's going to be selective here. It's not a good pitch to hit. He'll likely watch it. Here's the 2-0. That one finds its way in there. Strike number 1. Sometimes when the starter's really dealing, it's tough to get any runs on him, and you've almost got to wait for people to come in to relieve. We'll see if that's what happens here. Luke Lowry trying to get it going. 2-1. That one falls right into the zone, and it's an even count now. Counts even at 2. Luke Lowry settles in, so does Hazlitt. Lowry gets a hold of it, and he puts it right through into left field. So he's getting it going with the single to start out the 7th inning for the Rockabillys. And they're trying to spoil what could have been a winning bid from McGee. McGee went 6 whole innings, gave up just 1 run and 5 hits. Now it's the catcher, LaRue, who's 2 for 2 today, so he's been hot. We'll see if he can continue that and possibly drive in a run. Here comes the pitch. That one outside, ball number 1. Good start to the at-bat for Dylan LaRue. Looking to take advantage of the relief pitcher, Dylan Hazlitt here. He's had a lot of good relief appearances for the Bees this year. And that one's fouled back, so it's an even count. If LaRue is able to reach safely, or regardless of what happens to this at bat, it'll be Collins and Becker, unless there's any type of substitutions made. That one's outside. He tried to hold it there and get the call. Rockabillys have action in their bullpen. Looks like it's going to be another relief outing, so Josh Furtado may be done. Pitch. That one's a little bit high. 3-1 now the count. And in the bullpen, that's Carter Vrabel, who typically has played third baseman for the Rockabillys. We'll see if he's going to come in to pitch. Here's the 3-1 count. And that one's in there to make it a full count. So it comes down to this pitch here. Carter Vrabel has not pitched this season for the Rockabillys. I'm not sure if he will or if he's just trying to stay warm out there. Here's 3-2. No outs. Gets a hold of that one, hits it up the middle. Could be trouble for the Rockabillys. Out at second, and no throw over to first. So they get the lead runner, but Dylan LaRue hits into a fielder's choice, and he's able to reach first. There's some guys happy to be at the ballpark tonight. Now Hayden Collins comes up to bat. Collins is 0 for 2 today. What a better time than now to stop that. LaRue has not attempted to steal any bags this season. We'll see if he tries to move into scoring position. Way inside there, and Lowry watches it for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0. The Let's Go Goats chants come out again at the ballpark. That one high. They check over to first, but LaRue able to get back safely. He's getting a big lead after the pitch. Here's the 2-0. Fans getting hyped, trying to build some momentum for the Rockabillys. Collins gets a hold of that one. It's deep out there. Deep in the gap. Can the center fielder make the play? And he will on the run. Because it looks like he wasn't going to make the play. LaRue was not able to tag up, and he gets back to first. So unfortunately for the Rockabillys, Holland was able to chase that one down out there in center field. And now there's 2 outs. Braden Becker, the shortstop, comes up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Rockabillys in danger of stranding another runner. They've left 4 on base today. Most of those came with 2 outs. Most of the runners, that is. Of course, when you strand people on base, there's already 2 outs. It would be the 3rd out. That one's in there for strike number 1, but the hits and the walks that have got those base runners have happened with 2 outs. Here's the 0-1. See if LaRue's running. He's not. He gets a big lead, but that'll be strike number 2 in there to Becker. So Becker down to his last strike. The Rockabillys down to their last out here in the 7th. Here's the 0-2. Becker hits it, but it's out to center. Can he come on and make the play again? He will. And the Rockabillys are retired. They strand a runner on first, but 3 outs here. And that's the end of the 7th. We're going to head on to the 8th inning. The Rockabillys trail this one by 2. It looks like Carter Vrabel may come in to relieve pitch for the Rockabillys, but we'll find out in just a minute.
A damaged electronic device typically costs hundreds or even thousands of dollars to replace. But we're here to show you that there's a better way. CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. Our knowledgeable technicians have experience working with all types of smartphones, tablets, computers and laptops, MP3 players, gaming consoles, and even other electronic gadgets like drones and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
If you're looking to upgrade your device without breaking the bank, CPR can help you with that as well. Our stores carry a wide variety of certified pre-owned tablets, laptops, and smartphones, including all of the latest Apple and Samsung models. Financing is available for qualified customers. Our Y-certified technicians are ready to assist you, and our limited lifetime warranty is the best in the industry. And with hundreds of stores across the U.S., you never have to look far for fast, efficient electronic device repair. CPR, we save your mobile life.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Josh Furtado ahead here, 0-2. He's already got 3 strikeouts in the ball game. He's at 34 pitches here. That one just a little bit low. Didn't get him to chase, but it's 1-2. That one high. So 2-2 now. It's Jackson Fisher at the plate. Here's the pitch. That one down there in the zone. He fouls it off to stay alive. That one curves out of the zone, so now it's a full count. Josh Furtado was ahead 0-2. Now he's behind 3-2. So payoff pitch here. Furtado delivers quickly, but that one's fouled off. And into the second deck. It's the cell phone repair, foul ball. Here's the 3-2. Got him to chase. Josh Furtado strikes out Jackson Fisher. And that's 4 strikeouts for Josh Furtado. He is just a strikeout machine. That one's high, ball number 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's fouled off, just barely off the tip of the bat. And 1-1 is the count. It's Connor Lang at the plate, who's 0 for his last 30. He did walk in his last at bat, and that one's outside, 2-1. Josh Furtado lost it a little bit. He's up to 40 pitches now. And he gets him to swing at that one. 2-2 now. Tomorrow night, the Rockabillys will take on the Bees yet again here at the ballpark. In there, beautiful pitch. Gets him looking, strike number 3, and Furtado struck out the very last 2. Batters for the Bees. He's got another one here. Two outs already. Trent Rice will come to the plate. And you can see Furtado just gets right back to it. In there for strike number 1. He gets the ball, quickly sets, gets the pitch from the catcher, and then immediately pitches. 1-1 the count. That one's a little bit low. Furtado just all business all the time when he's out there on the mound, and he's been dominant. Here's the pitch, 1-1. That one down and outside. Ethan Orwig warming up out there in the bullpen. Trent Rice is 2 for 3 today. He fouls that one off, and the count is even at 2. Another CPR, cell phone repair, foul ball. Talking it over on the mound. 2-2 is the count. Furtado's trying to make Trent Rice the last batter that the Bees have here in the 8th inning. The Bees scored a run in the 5th inning. That one's up. Should be out number 3. Let's see who goes on to make the play. And it's going to be the third baseman, Collins. He makes it the play. And 3 up, 3 down. Josh Furtado strikes out 2 of them. He's got 5 strikeouts in his relief bid here, and the Rockabillys trail this one 3-1 headed into the bottom of the 8th. We'll be right back.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
CPR is the global leader in electronic device repair, and our services are fast and far more affordable than replacement. CPR specializes in cracked screen replacement and repair, water damage, data recovery and transfer, camera repair, battery issues, component replacement, and more. CPR, we save your mobile life.
Hazlitt still on the mound for the Bees. He pitched that last inning. He's still here to pitch on this inning, and it's going to be the top of the order for the Rockabillys. Nico Jordan, who's 0 for 2 today, he has a walk. We'll try to get things started. Then it should be Hamilton and Denton, unless any substitutions are made. Rockabillys running out of time here. It's the 8th inning. They've got to go ahead and start this rally. Don't want to save it for the 9th. They've done a good job of getting first runner on or the second runner on, but they haven't been able to compromise on those since the 2nd inning. They scored their 1 run. Then they've been shut out in the last 6. (1-0) to Jordan. He watches that one down. He's ahead 2-0. Looks like the Rockabillys were maybe going to be able to get a hold of Hazlitt for a run or two in the last inning. Unfortunately, they were not. But Jordan's ahead here 2-0. That one's in there, the outside corner for strike number 1. And swing and a miss, Nico Jordan has an even count now, 2-2. Hazlitt lost his hat on that pitch. Here's the 2-2. Nico Jordan's got to be careful. He swings at that one down in the dirt. He'll try to beat out the strikeout, but will not be able to. So Nico Jordan goes down swinging. That's out number 1 here in the 8th. The bottom dropped out of that pitch, and it fooled Nico. Now it's Aiden Hamilton, who is looking for something at the plate here today. He's 0 for 3 so far. That was Hazlitt's first strikeout of the ball game. That one in there, strike number 1. Hamilton watches it. Some rain possibly and probably in the forecast for around 10 tonight. Saw lightning earlier. Hamlin gets a hold of that one, but fouls it off. Here's the 0-2. Hamilton gets a hold of it, but fouls it down the first base side. One of the young fans out here at the ballpark enjoying the night, watching the Rockabillys play. And swing and a miss there. Hamilton goes down swinging as well. And Hazlitt has struck out the last 2. The Bees getting closer and closer to their first road win of the season, and would be just their 5th win overall. It's James Denton at the plate. That one down to the dirt, ball number 1. Here's the 1-0. And check swing, but I think he went around. He did. So 1-1 is now your count. Rockabillys are down to their last out here in the 8th inning. That one's down there. Ball number 2. Denton struck out once in the ball game. See if Josh Furtado remains in the ball game to try to keep the Rockabillys close, or they're going to bring somebody in. That one's going to be hit over to third. Should be a routine play. And the throw draws him off the bag. He's safe. He had to jump up to get the ball. By the time he came down to the bag, James Denton was able to run and beat it out. The manager for the Bees is going to come out to protest, but that's a pretty obvious play there. He beat him by a step before the first baseman came down and touched the bag. And it will remain exactly how it is. He's safe. So Denton now on first with 2 outs. And Dalton Rudd, who's 1 for 3 today, comes to the plate. See if maybe he can keep this going here for the Rockabillys with 2 outs in the 8th inning. Here's the first pitch to Rudd. And swing and a miss there. Rudd goes to Three Rivers College. But he's put together a good season for the Rockabillys so far. He was batting .300 headed into today. And he's 1 for 3 today. So as advertised, see what he can do here in his 4th at bat. Checks his swing there, and it'll be ball number 1. Here's the 1-1. Hazlitt took his time, and then he throws it down and outside for ball number 2. Maybe a little bit of momentum here for the Rockabillys late in the 8th inning. They got that run in the 2nd. Since then, it's been disappointing. They do have 7 hits today, but they haven't been able to put them together. Another check swing as the ball falls out of the catcher's hand. 3-1 now the count. If Rudd is able to reach safely, should bring up Jake McCutcheon, who's 0 for 3 today, unless they decide to pinch hit. Here's an important pitch, the 3-1 from Hazlitt. And swing and a miss. Makes the count full. That one was right down the middle, all gas. Gets a hold of that one, but it's right over to third. Can he beat it out? The throw is going to be in time. Hard hit, but the third baseman was right there to make the play, and that will retire the side for the Rockabillys here in the 8th. So they'll try to keep the Bees' lead to just 2 runs. Then they will try to make a rally with their final 3 outs in the 9th inning in just a moment.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
If you're looking to upgrade your device without breaking the bank, CPR can help you with that as well. Our stores carry a wide variety of certified pre-owned tablets, laptops, and smartphones, including all of the latest Apple and Samsung models. Financing is available for qualified customers. Our Y certified technicians are ready to assist you, and our limited lifetime warranty is the best in the industry. And with hundreds of stores across the U.S., you never have to look far for fast, efficient electronic device repair. CPR. We save your mobile life.
Ethan Orwig will be on the hill now for the Rockabillys. He's from Union University here in town. He's going to try to hold the Rockabillys to just 2 runs behind the Bees. Ethan Orwig is appearing in his 6th ball game. And he's struggled on the mound, but he's going to try to have a nice, clean, and calm inning here. Unless anything changes, he's going to face Tanner Holland, Hackbarth, and Schwalbach. So the top 3 hitters for the Bees. It'll be a tough outing. That one right at the bottom of the zone for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1. And that one falls out of the zone. Here's the 1-1. It gets him to swing and miss. Good pitch there. He's ahead 1-2. Orwig has struck out 5 batters on the season. Looking for number 6 here. Got him right there. Finds the outside corner. Gets him looking. So Tanner Holland, is the leadoff hitter, is sent down for the 2nd time today. He went 0 for 4. And now it's Jaden Hackbarth at the plate. He's 2 for 4 today. That one's hit right over to third. What a beautiful play. Gets up and makes a bullet of a throw. Just a great play there by Hayden Collins, able to slide, stop the ball, and throw over to first. So 2 quick outs now. Ethan Orwig starting off the inning well. Now, with just 1 out left here in the 9th, it's Schwalbach at the plate. That one down low for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0. He hits that one high but foul for strike number 1. That one's rolling down the roof, and what a great play there by a young fan. Caught it right off the roof. Spectacular play out there. Put that on the highlight reel. 1-1. That one just a tad bit outside. Here's the 2-1 from Orwig. That one's outside. 3-1. That one's fouled off again, so the count will go full. Here's the full count pitch. That one fouled straight back again. Here's the 3-2 outside. Orwig loses him and loses a perfect inning. But he's got a chance again here with 2 outs to get Schulte. Schulte's 1 for 4. You want to get right after him here. Make sure that you don't extend this inning any more than you have to. There's a young fan with the souvenir ball. Cooper Schulte comes to the plate with Schwalbach on first and 2 outs. Ethan Orwig looking to attack here. That one's high, ball number 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's in there, a strike. Good pitch there from Ethan Orwig. Now remember, you can watch Prospect League games all summer long by subscribing to Prospect League TV. Fans can watch every 2023 regular season and postseason game on their mobile phone, tablet, laptop, TV, and more by downloading the PLTV app. To learn more or to subscribe, you can visit prospectleague.tv. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss there. That one's inside for strike number 2. Here's the 1-2 with Ethan Orwig on the mound. Whoa, lost control of that one. And it hits Schulte. So Schulte will take first. Schwalbach will take second. And now with 2 outs, there are 2 runners on for the Bees. Orwig got the first 2 hitters. Then he walked one and hit the next. Now it's Coy Sarsfield. Looking to attack here with 2 outs. Gets him to swing, and the ball goes through. Right past Collins at third. Throw to the plate will be cut off, and the Bees will score standing up. 4-1. Coy Sarsfield saw the first pitch, took a swing at it, and he has an RBI single. It's just out of the reach of Collins. Now Keanu Spencer, who's 1 for 4, looking to continue to add on for the Bees. The Bees add an insurance run in the top of the 9th to make it 4-1. And that one's fouled back. Here's the 0-1 from Orwig. That one's hit high, but it looks like it's going to foul off for strike number 2.
Another souvenir foul ball from our friends at Cell Phone Repair.
Here comes the 0-2. Ethan Orwig looking to get out of the inning here with his second strikeout. That one's going to be hit over to first. Orwig's going to have to go to cover, and he's there to make the play. So he gets into a little bit of trouble there at the end of the 9th, but he does retire the side. So Ethan Orwig comes in to provide some relief, strikes out 1, and he gets the Rockabillys out of the inning, but the Bees add on 1 run. 4-1 is the score headed to the 9th inning. The Rockabillys looking for a big rally here with their final 3 outs of the ball game. They play the Bees again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Win or lose, but they would love to win this one. Win tomorrow to take the series with a sweep. But the Bees are 3 outs away from their first road win of the season. They have not won a game on the road. The Rockabillys are 4 for 4 here at home. They're looking to take a win and be 5-4 here at home. Have a winning record, but they've got 3 outs to score at least 3 runs. Hopefully 4 to walk it off, but we shall see. Looks like it's going to be Jake McCutcheon unless anything changes at the plate, and he's going to look to get something going here for the Rockabillys, who since the 2nd inning have been unable to bring a runner down to home. They've been able to get them on, particularly early on in the inning or with 2 outs, but they have been struggling since then. They're 3 outs away now, and we'll see if they can get it done. It's going to be Dylan Haslett still on the mound with a 3-run.
Serving the Jackson area for over 20 years. The name you can count on. Carlock Automotive. Carlock Nissan and Carlock Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Here at Carlock Automotive of Jackson, we have it all. New car savings, quality used cars. We repair all makes and models. We can even buy cars. I don't think I have to say it.
Rockabillys reduced to their final 3 outs here. On the mound for the Bees is Jake Jakubowski. That one's in there, strike number 1. This is just the second appearance for Jakubowski. He has pitched 1 inning. He walked 2, struck out 1. Gave up no hits and no runs. See if the Rockabillys can get something going here. That one hit over to second. There was a shift and just able to get the out there. So Jake McCutcheon is retired for out number 1. And the Rockabillys have 2 more to get something going here. It's Luke Lowry, who's 2 for 3. Then after him, it's going to be LaRue, who's 2 for 3 as well. But the Rockabillys trail by 3 runs. That one's in there, strike number 1. And he reaches for that one, strike number 2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss there. He strikes him out. And Luke Lowry goes down swinging. It's the last out now for the Rockabillys. Hope is low here at the stadium in the Hub City. LaRue comes up to bat. That delivery from Jakubowski is just ridiculous. He almost touches his hand to his leg with the way that he steps into this. Watch as he throws this one. He sets here. He steps and leans down. And that's low for ball number 1. And you know what they say, whatever works. I guess that's what he's found that works for him. 1-0 the count. He gets a hold of that one, but just foul into the bullpen for the Bees. Well hit. You'd love to straighten that one out. 1-1 is the count. That one's going to be hit right to second base. And that will be out number 3. So the final out for the Rockabillys. They are retired, and the game is over. The Bees win this one 4-1. It's the first road win for the Bees of the season. The Rockabillys dropped the first one of the 2-game series against the Burlington Bees. But tomorrow night they are looking to bounce back. Their 2-game win streak is snapped, but they have a chance to come out here tomorrow night in front of the hometown crowd and do it yet again. Tomorrow night, the Domino's Pizza will present the superstars here at the ballpark. It's supposed to be an absolutely fun evening at the ballpark. 7 o'clock, the rematch of the Bees and the Rockabillys. I promise that you don't want to miss it. The Rockabillys are looking for revenge, and they're going to try to do just that at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Now, 4-1, your final score here. 9 hits for the Bees, 7 hits for the Rockabillys, but they just weren't able to piece that together for more than one run. They got that one run in the second inning, and then were shut out in the next 7 innings after that. But tomorrow is a new day, and the Rockabillys looking to get it done again as they have moved to 7-11 here tonight after a tough loss at home against the Bees. But tomorrow they're looking to bounce back against the Bees team that has won just 5 games on the season. They're 5-10 tonight after this win. So the Rockabillys looking to bounce back, and we hope that they will. Make sure that you come on out to the ballpark tomorrow night and enjoy a beautiful ball game, or watch, as always, here on Prospect League TV. Now, for all the team here from Worthy Road Studios and Ball Game Blitz, I'm Alexander Bitterling. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. We hope to see you tomorrow night. Our director is Summer Sturgis. Our producer, Summer Sturgis, tonight doing double work and doing a great job at both of those jobs. I'm Alexander Bitterling, and our cameras tonight were Paul Scholze and Andrew Burris. Now, our executive producer, as always, Paul Scholze. He does a little bit of everything around here, and we are so thankful for him and all the work that he does. That wraps it up here at Ball Game Blitz, but we will be back tomorrow night at the ballpark at 7 o'clock. See you then.
The Ball Game Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports, including Union University, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.